Hi guys, today we're going to go through and build ourselves a dresser out of Mozaik. I'll show you how to transform your standard 3-drawer base cabinet into a 6-drawer drawer dresser, and then we will be making a custom hardwood top along with a custom base. To start off, we'll go ahead and select our materials, the style of drawers, and the type of drawer fronts we'll be using. So we'll go ahead and go to our materials first. So for this, we're going to obviously do solid wood doors. These will be made as a separate operation. We'll be doing a 1/2-inch plywood dovetail drawers, and then we'll be using a 3/4-inch walnut veneered plywood. So then we'll go into our drawer trays. Like I said, we have the dovetail drawers. We'll be doing these on the CNC as well. And we'll be using the Bloom 230 side mounts. For drawer fronts, we're just going to stick to our normal slabs since we'll be cutting those elsewhere on a table saw. And then for doors, wall, and base, if we were doing something with a drawer, we can change the style here. So we can go from a flat square to a raised panel, a shaker, or whatever we wanted. The same for the handles. So we'll go ahead and go into our room. So we have quick room draw walls or laser import. Laser, if you're going to laser measure, draw walls, you can customize them. Or quick room gives you selections to choose from, which is going to be the most common you see. So we're going to go ahead and go with the straight wall, and then we'll go into our products. So for products, if you haven't used Mozaik before, it's real simple as far as what you want to do to what it's going to look like. So every selection here is going to give you a rendering up here. So you can scroll, zoom in, and so forth. So for us, we want to get as close as possible so we don't have to customize a whole lot of things. So we're going to go, you can do a 3-drawer equal and you can do a 4-drawer. So we want a 3-drawer. So I'll go ahead and drag it over. And then as soon as I dragged it over, you saw this populated with the dimensions. So we want to go ahead and input the dimensions we want. So we want it to be 72 inches long, 30 inches tall. Since it won't have a toe kick, we're making that separate. And then we want it 21 inches deep. And there you go. You see it adjusted. Go ahead and change the view. So now this is what we have here. Still the same 3-drawer equal. This would be more of a base cabinet still. So let's go ahead and make some changes and make it more to what we need. So you can go down here and edit. And then, like I said, we have the size we put in. What we're more concerned about is going to be the face and the interior. So let's go ahead and click on face. And now you see the 3 drawers. So we're going to go ahead and clear them. And now if we click on the area again, it brings up a couple options up here. So type is what you want it to be. Open, door, pair, drawer, drawer front, or just panel. We want a drawer. So then we go here, we're going to split it evenly in 3 sections. And now we're also going to do it down the middle. See that I click on that and then split it right down the middle. Click there, split it right down the middle. Now you notice these have the handles in here, so it's treating these as doors. We want them to be drawers. So we'll click on that again, and you'll see the type. Just hit drawer. Same for that one, and drawer. So now we have our 6 drawers. So now that's the face. Now in the interior, we want to make sure that we have this supporting partition here. Otherwise, we'll have hinges here, but no hinges here. So we'll go into the interior and we'll go ahead and clear this. Clear that guy out. And now we'll drop in our center partition. And there we go. Our partition's in. You see it there. Now we'll go ahead and press OK, and we'll look at this in our 3D view. Give you an idea what it's looking like now. So here we go. So far, we have our 6 drawers. We're doing an 1/8 inch reveal. And like I said, no toe, because we'll be making a separate base for it, and it will be a solid wood top. So now we can go in and make our hardware changes. So this will be put together using the Rayfix connectors. Since it's finished ends on both sides, we don't want to put screws, otherwise they'll be exposed on a dresser. So if you go under libraries and under hardware, you go to your joint fasteners, select your template, and you go into your Rayfix 20s. Now in here, this is going to tell you where you want to put this. So we know our partition, we want it to go into the stretchers. So that way it's locked in place. So we're doing it down the middle. And then we look at our rear stretcher. And then don't use or use depending on where you want to do it. So if we're doing a 3-inch piece, we want it from the center. So you can select either from the front, rear, or center. And then also, if you go into your job parameters, make sure you have the correct Rayfix set. Because see, we have Rayfix 20 closets and then Rayfix 20. So we'll go ahead and click our cabinet back, and then we'll look at it in 3D, and now we should be able to see the Rayfix connectors there. Go ahead and shade this out. Let's see, there we go. So now you see the 5mm hole, and then you see the 20mm hole for the Rayfix. Now to make this strong, we're doing it in 2 locations on the stretchers. We're also doing it on the bottoms. And then also, like I said, the partition will be getting it as well. I'll get rid of the wall. That way we can see the back. And then our real strength is going to come in from our back, because it's going to be dadoed into the ends, and it's going to be a qualified tenon. So that's going to lock everything in once all the Rayfixes are tight. And there you can see that partition we added. And then our drawers. So now that we're happy with that, we can go ahead, we'll close this out. And now we can actually go into the toolpath side, so we can actually see the nest of the materials. So we'll go into our cut list, and then it gives you a drop down to select what material you want to use. So for us, we're going to start off with a 3/4 inch plywood, and it tells us all the parts, gives you sizes. So we'll go ahead and press optimize. Wait for our window to pop up. And here we go. So here we are in the optimizer. Since our materials are already set up, it knows that plywood is roughly about 0.73. The width is 48 by 90, the length is 96, and our trim width, we always want it at 1/4 inch. So that way we know the router bit's going to touch every single part we cut out. So you have, you can do grain or no grain depending on the finish. For us, because the way the dresser is going to look, we'll unclick that because we don't care about the back. We'll go over into parts. It'll show you all the parts. Now we'll go over into optimize, and this is where it's going to set everything up so we can cut it. We'll set it up. Now you can see you have the qualified tenon, you have the Rayfix, and then you have all the 5 mils on the partition, as well as our holes for the slides. So here's the partition here. Then we can look. Now we have the front stretcher and our back. So now we'll go ahead and generate our file. That's right, we have to change our so make sure we have the correct machine. Okay. Okay, and then we will do our correct toolkit. Calculate, there we go. So now this gives us the tools we're going to use. And then we can even simulate it to see what it's going to look like. So you see all the holes are being done. And we have our dados. Give you the idea, gives it a cutout right there. So that would be the base there. So now what we'll go through, and as I'll show you guys the dovetail portion as well. So now we'll go ahead and select our 1/2 inch plywood, and the same thing automatically populates with the thicknesses. This will tell us what we're cutting right here. So we'll go ahead and go through and optimize it. I'm going to increase the spacing due to the diameter of the tools. And here you go. You have all 3 sheets ready to go. And it shows you the pins and the tails. As we change, we go into backs, more sides, but as you can see, you have the pins and then you have the tails in here as well. So go ahead and code this for you. Okay, so 17101. So that's easy to do. So we'll go ahead and change that because we were using a different tool before. So we'll go into libraries, CNC tooling. And then if we go to our ATC tool set, see I have 9282, which is a different one, and 17101. So we'll go over here to our list that's already installed, and we're looking for 9101. There it is. I go ahead and insert the tool. I'll remove that one. Press OK. We'll go back, and there you go, automatically. So now we have everything ready to go, and we'll go out to our router and cut this out.